hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready? Who ready? Hey, 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 hey!
Jameis now on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 36, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Jameis to throw it. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Winston. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. First carry for James Conner. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Silver.
On 2nd down now, it's Conner. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
That's true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. But on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Tight dog.
Now Connor. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. On 1st down, it's Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September
You're getting a little
10th.
misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do? Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Ready? That's screen.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. It's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
they
don't
got
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This from 25 yards out. Gay's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. The drive will start with Connor. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
45. Mike, 45.
Here's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no time. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going right side here, and that's complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Like 20. 50. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Pass.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
To get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. They're going to run again with Snell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
44. 45. Mike, 45. Pick me up. Here we go.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Winston now to throw on first down. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And it's a big advantage of it when the other direction. Excellent blocking and picked up a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
54 Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Switch. Jack 16. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Alert. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On 1st down, Connor. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Ready? Black 20. Alert.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
That's what I'm talking about. Not 10.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. This is caught.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it converted defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Switch gears. Greystone, Travis. Hey, alert. Mike 5-4. Black is good.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Black 25.
Eat. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Black 80.
Mike 54. Rabbit.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I got you. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 45. Mike, 45. Record.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Winston. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Breshad Perriman, and it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I know he ain't got it.
Show that bench release and go.
Watch out.
Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, 45.
Now Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Winston now finding Godwin, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Roethlisberger going to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check,
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.